Hey, what's going on YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. So recently me and my Twitch chat really thought to ourselves, who are the best characters in Genshin Impact? So what better way to do it than to make a tier list? Now, this is the definitive tier list. This is the only tier list. This is the only correct tier list for Genshin Impact characters. And if you think otherwise, well, you're wrong. I'm joking. This is completely my opinion. Obviously, this was just for fun, so I hope you enjoyed the video, and let me know in the comments down below if you agree with my tier list or what you would change about it. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and enjoy the video. Chat, it is now time. As you see, it's S, A, B, C, D. D being the worst, S being the best. So let's do it. I would say Albedo is A tier. A for Albedo? Is that what we're gonna do? A for Albedo. Well, then that means Aloy would be A tier then, right? New. He's an amazing support. He's not that hard to build. Honestly, I have him on my European account. I love using him. I wish I had him on my North American account. I think he's a really good character. And honestly, his story, his story quest, the Dragonspine one, is one of my most memorable quests I've ever done in Genshin Impact. I'd say A tier. I wouldn't say S tier. Are we ranking them like for aesthetics or on gameplay overall? So like backstory, but mostly gameplay and like aesthetics and just overall the character. Aloy, I want to put her in C tier, below D tier. The reason why I want to put her in C tier is exactly what Cherry said. I want to put her in C tier because she is a usable character for F2P. She was a free 5-star, right? You can't complain about that. She can actually be very good, or good, I should say, if you don't have a Ganyu or a cryo, bow user. You can definitely build her. I'd say C tier. If she's usable, which character is unusable? Amber. D tier for Amber. And the reason why I say that, A, I love her, but her skill is useless. It just doesn't do well. She's not a good pyro applicator, I think, in my opinion. And she's the meme of Genshin Impact. Oh, I might build my Amber to maybe hit 10K. Like, oh, cool, I don't know. Amber's only fun if you have cons for her and they make it impossible to get cons. Exactly. I love Amber as a character. I'm gonna say D. And again, this is all my opinion. I'd say D tier. Since you don't have to pay for Amber, right? They should rework her. I think if they reworked her, I think they can move her up to B tier even, I think they really could. All right, Ito, S tier. That's easy. He's the best himbo. He's voiced by Max Middleman, who is one of the best voice actors in my opinion. The personality on Ito is God tier, and he hits like a freaking truck. S tier. S tier. Easy S tier. Barbara. This one's a tough one in my opinion. I want to put her in B tier, but I also kind of want to put her in A tier. Here's my reasoning. A, she's very cute. If you have her at C6, her ability to just bring back someone who died to almost full health, I think, or 50% health, whatever, that's insane, especially in Spiral Abyss. She's a great healer. I think she's an amazing healer. Let's try to make this list, I guess, more beginner F2P friendly, because like not everybody has a C6 Barbara, right? So at C0, where would she be? B? Okay, everyone's saying B. You know what? I feel better if I put her in A. I'm gonna put her in A tier. Barbara's A tier, no slander. Beto. Personally, I don't play Beto. Personally, I don't build her, but I want to put her in A tier. From what I've seen people do with Beto, if she's built correctly, she hits hard. Yeah, from what I've seen, she's a very good Electro unit. I don't think she's too high of an investment, right? Also, I like her character a lot. I think she's a really funny character. I think she's like really just like, it's her way or the highway, and I love that about her. I think she's a solid A tier character. All right, the moment of truth. Benny, D tier. Benny is the absolute worst. Benny should not even be in Genshin Impact. I can't even be serious about it, dude. Put him in S tier. He's an S tier character. He's probably one of my favorite characters, to be honest with you. I use him pretty much on every team. S best support in the freaking game. Honestly, yeah. I would, if someone was like, put a gun in my head, I was like, hey, who's the best support character in Genshin Impact? I'm like, Benny. Bennett. All right, Chong Yun is next, B tier. Chong Yun is our first B tier character. Here's why. He's a good character. He's a very good cryo applicator, I think. I just think that, like, you know, he's forgettable. I think there are better cryo units than him. I think he's better than okay, but he's not like A tier good. You know, he's just an okay character. He's very niche, I agree. Okay, this is where it gets controversial for me because our next character is a character that I do not like, but I know a lot of people like. D-Luke. I don't know, C or B, man. I don't like D-Luke, and here's why. I hate his ultimate ability so much with a burning passion, no pun intended. If I want to be fair to people, I guess I'd put him in B tier. I think he's just a boring character. You know, I feel like he just, honestly, I think he deserves a better story quest than the one that he got. I thought his story quest was okay. I want more story for him. There's a reason why he's a meme in the community where, like, if you lose your 50-50 and you get a D-Luke, you go, oh, I got a D-Luke. No, I have never really seen anybody happy about getting a D-Luke. But again, this is all my opinion. If you love D-Luke, I'm not hating on you. More power to you. I love that for you. I don't know. I do agree with you, Cherry, that he's a very good early DPS. So anyway, D-Luke, B tier. Diana, A tier. Now you might be thinking, Doro, you put D-Luke in B tier, but you put Diana in A tier? Yes, I did. Because she is an amazing character. If you build her, which is not that hard, I feel like, to build her, bro, her heals do an amazing job. Her skill set, I think her shield is great, especially for early game. If you don't have Zhongli, use Diana. Diana's A tier. She's awesome. That's what I'm saying, especially for early game, dude. Even though her shields aren't as strong, they do come back quickly. All right, I'm biased on this one. So yeah, Diana, A tier. Let me know what you think. I'm biased on this one, S tier for Eula. This is totally not coming from a Eula main. Totally not coming from someone whose first 5-star, like actual 5-star, was Eula. Not coming from someone who is like obsessed with Eula. She is an S tier unit. She is literally insane. She hits like a truck. Obviously, even at C0, dude, I consider her one of the best DPSs in this game, especially physical DPS, dude. She is insane. I hit my highest crit damage is 662,000 in my game. To some of you, that may be like not that much. For me, that's a lot. And that was Eula. Her ultimate is crazy. It's just like a nuclear bomb, just like ticking, 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 and then bam, 100%. Her backstory, love her backstory. Eula's for sure S tier, no question asked. Exactly. And have you seen her thighs? Hello? S tier, baby. Where do we put Fischl? I used to use Fischl all the time. And I kind of want to put her in A tier, but maybe B tier, but mostly A tier. I think as an electro support applicator, I think she's A tier, you know? I don't know, but she's also a goth queen. Only Oz is good, and even that I like Rhyda much better. That is also another point. When I did use her, I only used Oz really. So maybe B tier? But then B tier, do we say B? I'd say B. I'll put her in B. B plus. Yeah, like if I can put her between like B and A, I would. All right, Ganyu, C tier. C tier with Aloy. There's something about cryo, you know, bow users. They just suck, you know. Now, S tier, 110%. Honestly, if I could put Ganyu like right here, I could. I would, you know. Where do I even begin with Ganyu? First and foremost, I love her backstory. I love her story quest. She killed a monster with how thick she is. Let that speak for itself. And when she hits, oh boy, does she hit. She hits like, not even like a truck, dude. She hits like a monster truck, bro. S tier, easy peasy. Put her there. All right, Goru, D tier. The reason why Goru's in D tier is because I don't have a Goru and he does not want to come home and I'm mad about it and I hate him. I hate him and his stupid little cat ears, dog ears, whatever the hell he is, bark, whatever. I don't have him. I'm mad that I don't have him. No, but for real though, I kind of want to put him in C tier. Is his birthday? Is his birthday today? Happy birthday. You're a D tier character. Reason why is because isn't he only good for Ito? Correct me if I'm wrong, but don't people only use Goru to boost up their Ito? and that's it. He's a very niche character. You would only really use him, like you said, Lana, for a full Geo team. Usually, you know, most of the time I see him just to boost your Ida, and that's it. C tier. All right, Hu Tao. I'm gonna be honest with you. I kind of want to put Hu Tao in A tier and not S tier. Now, the reason why I don't put her in S tier is because a few reasons. First and foremost, let me say the good things about Hu Tao. I adore Hu Tao. She's one of my favorite characters in the entire game. She's a goth mommy. Sorry. Her personality is amazing. I loved her story quest. Her story quest was like a top tier quest for me, right? She does hit very hard, but you need to run Crimson Witch for her to really shine. You can use I think you can use Shim, but usually you want to run Crimson, right? A lot of people don't like using this character because she really shines when her health is very low, right? And that can be kind of scary for a lot of players, especially new players. It's a very weird niche way to play the game. You also need to really be stamina conscious. You need to be aware of her stamina usage, right? Because I don't have her at C1, and she really shines with the charge attacks, right? Which takes up a lot of stamina, which is why I put her in like A, high A, teetering, just a little tickle in the S, you know, a little tickle in the S. That's why she's A tier. I'm not saying she's bad. She's definitely one of the best pyro units in the game, but those cons, I feel like, bring her down a little bit. All right, next, Jean. I've gotta say A tier. I kind of even want to put her in S tier. She's not a hard character to play. She's a standard 5-star, so if you lose, you can get her. But in the same time, it's not a guarantee that you get her, right? I know I have a few friends who still don't have a Jean at like AR-57. But like, I don't know, man. Like her heals are kind of crazy. Her animation is so sick. When she like turns her sword and zooms in, it's so badass, dude. But like the heals are insane. If you run her Sunfire, that's crazy alone, you know, with a Benny. I'd say I put her in S tier, honestly. Who doesn't love yeeting your foes? Yeah, Stormbane, you can yeet your foes, which is so fun to do. Jean's correct, exactly. Kazuha, oh boy, man, Kazuha. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Kazuha's S tier. I don't even have to talk that much about that one. Kazuha is one of the best characters in this entire game, dude. I got Kazuha. This is not a flex, people who don't have Kazuha. I'm sorry. Hopefully Kazuha gets a rerun so that you can get yourself a Kazuha. I've had Kazuha since he first came out, and he's insane. I pretty much used him on every team. I love him, and I love his character. Justice for Kazuha, I need a good, deep story quest for him. Also, he reminds me of Tanjiro from Demon Slayer, and I love Demon Slayer. Kaya. Ooh, my buy panic wants me to put him in A tier, but I kind of want to put him in B tier. But as a character, I like his ultimate ability though. I think his ultimate is kind of sick. So if I could put him in high B, I would. Kaya goes for B for boobies. B for boobies? All right, B plus for boobies. There you go. Heals himself, ult is incredible, great DPS for F2P. That's also true. The Kamisato siblings, Ayaka and Ayato. Easy, but I don't know. The reason why I put her in A, she's correct. She's insane, but Blizzard Strayer, Ayaka, Blizzard Strayer is a to go for, dude, to get good pieces, at least from my experience. And she also has a weird play style that took me a while to figure out. I'm still trying to figure it out. I want to say high A, but I don't know. Man, maybe I'm just salty because of Blizzard Strayer. I don't know, but I love her as a character. One of the best story quests in the game. One of the best trailers for Genshin Impact, if you haven't seen that. Just know, I want to put her in S tier, but I also want to put her in A tier, and I can't figure it out. So I'm gonna put her in A, high A, kind of like Hu Tao. All right, Ayato is next. I think it's the same. High A, almost S tier. If you have Yunjin, he's cracked. Like, he's hitting a super duper hard. He's very fun to play. I think he's more fun to play than Ayaka. I think his animation ult really cool. Like, he's just a very fun unit to play. And then Boba, I don't know, man. Yeah, I would say Ayato is definitely easier to play. I would say he's even easier to build. You know what? He goes in with his sister. High A, cusp of S. Ka-ching! C tier? It's cool that you can run her either physical DPS or electro DPS, but in the same time, like, I don't know. She's like C tier. There's better units than her. I don't know. But then I kind of feel bad putting her on the same level as Aloy. I'm gonna put her there. Anyway, all right, Klee is next. You guys are gonna have to help me with this because I don't have Klee. Klee is a character that I have been waiting for a very long time. D or low? Why? Wait. Okay, so I did not expect that. From what I've seen, I thought she looked cool. Is she not A tier? Klee's playstyle is kind of clunky. Klee, okay, you know what? For Klee, we're going straight off of chat, guys. What do you guys think? Klee con stamina, AoE is small and slow attacks. So then can we like compromise then? Because I'm getting a lot of A's and C's for things. Let's put her in B. All right, Sarah is next, dude. Okay, I'm gonna just say this right off the bat. I think Sarah is like the underrated hottie of Genshin Impact, dude. She doesn't take from no one, and she knows her worth. I respect that. As a support character, I use her with my Raiden. When I use my Raiden on a team, she's like at C6, she's really good. But again, we have to think about it. If you were to get Sarah at C0, where would you put her? You know, because C6, yeah, I'd definitely put her in like A for sure. You know, C0, I would say Sarah is C. I kind of want to put her in B. Does Sarah buff only Electro characters, or does she buff all types of characters? Like all elements? Let me know in chat. Attack buff for all, so it's all types? Okay, that changes my answer then. I'd then put her at B, A more likely. I'm making the executive decision. A tier. Sarah's A tier. Fight me. All right, Lisa's next. This one's a hard one because Lisa is mommy, as we all know. I see a lot of Lisa's used for like DPS checks, you know, for like Eula's and stuff, because her Electro, like how she applies Electro, is very good. She's a very slow character though, which is her big con, I think. It's like C tier. I can respect that. Lisa low B. She has restricted team building, but when she's in it, she's excellent. Okay, so let's say Lisa is at a high C, low B. Mona, dude, Mona is insane. She's not too hard to build, I think. And like, her skill set's kind of crazy. And her character design, I mean, I won't get too deep into it, but you know, come on now, you know. Mona's A tier, easily. Low S. Let's just say high A, low S, put her in the A tier. I mean, that character design though. That's all I'm gonna say. All right, Ningguang. It's more C for me than B. What do you guys think? I say Ning is B. In B, I'm getting a lot of B's. Low B. She gives shields and does DPS and buffs attacks. Does she really? All right, Ningguang goes in B. I do love her character design. I love her character. So I would say that puts her above C. Definitely not D. Noelle. A tier. Don't fight me. A tier. I think Noelle is underrated. Her shields are great. She can do a lot of damage. People just don't give her a chance, dude. Shields are great. Damage output can be great. She heals when she's like hitting, which is awesome. So she can also be a healer. People just don't give her the time of day. I personally think Noelle's character design is badass, dude. Dude, she looks like she's straight out of Fire Emblem. She looks so cool to me. Respectfully, I think she's A tier. All right, Chi-Chi. This one I think is gonna be a controversial one. Chi-Chi's S tier. Why do you guys, give me your guys' opinion. Why do you think Chi-Chi's a B tier? Chi-Chi talents only do 20K. So you're using a healer as a DPS character is what you're saying. Why? Why would you use a healer as a DPS character? That's like saying Kokomi is a D tier DPS. Yeah, no, Kokomi would be a D tier DPS. I'd say Chi-Chi is a high A, low S. She's one of the best healers in the game, in my opinion. People don't like Chi-Chi because A, she's a meme, because you lose your 50-50 to Chi-Chi and you get mad, which I agree. I've been there. I've been so salty losing my 50-50s to Chi-Chi, but Chi-Chi is an amazing healer. So I could maybe agree. We could probably put her like low S, high A, but don't come at me with B. Don't come at me with B. All right, Raiden's next. S tier. It's easy. She pulls a sword out of her boobs. Doesn't get any better than that. her backstory, one of the saddest backstories in Genshin Impact. She also has one of the best quests in Genshin, and she hits like crazy. Oh boy, Razor. For me, it's either D or C. I don't like Razor. And again, if you're watching this video, do not feel attacked. I'm not attacking you. If you like Razor, I'm happy for you. Personally, I'm allowed to have an opinion. I don't like Razor. He doesn't appeal to me. I don't like his personality. I don't like the whole wolf boy caveman thing going on for him. I will say this though, he's a very good DPS, early game or F2P, which is then why I would probably put him at a high C, low B. Comparatively, I would say maybe B tier. All right, Rosario. Ooh, buddy, there's a lot of A tiers. S tier. S tier. S tier. Don't fight me. As a support character, bro, she's insane. Her cryo application is great, dude. She's fast as well. She's super fast. She's beautiful. Goth queen mommy, dude. Fishnets doesn't get any better than that. Over Ayaka? Well, remember, I'm not putting Rosaria over Ayaka as a DPS. Then yeah, I'd be crazy. But as a support character, Rosaria is cracked, dude. You could also say the same thing. Why'd you put Benny over Ayaka? Their DPS is unmatched. Like Ayaka would definitely be. Well, yeah, because I'm not comparing Benny to Ayaka as a DPS, right? So Rosaria as a support, I'd say S tier. All right, Coco, easy. S tier. Listen here. If you tell me that Coco is a below S tier, you are completely wrong. Respectfully, I have to say that. Coco is probably the best healer in the game. You're tearing this family apart. I'm sorry. Coco's the best healer in the game. I bring her into Ashtaha fights. She can carry me in an Ashtaha fight without even a shield user, dude. She's actually a low investment character, in my opinion, from my experience, and she still heals so much. Sayu is my next character that I want to build. I would want to put her in a B tier, but from like her character and just like from what I've seen, it seems more like B, high B, low A. So B tier sounds good. That's what I'm thinking. Sayu, she gives me solid B. All right, I swear to God, don't fight me on this one. Shenhe is an S tier character. I'm seeing so many people now watching me use Shenhe with my Ayaka or my Ganyu, and they're like, dang, I can't wait to go for Shenhe. I wish I didn't skip her. I have seen that so many times. First and foremost, Shenhe, beautiful character, probably the best looking character in the entire game. Secondly, she is a homicidal maniac wrapped in a little pretty bow. If she needs to, oh dude, she'll kill you. She will. Her buff for cryo DPS is insane, but that could also be a con, because going off of that logic, Goru is a very niche character, right? For Geo teams. Shenhe is also a niche character for cryo teams. Maybe A tier. Okay, you guys are right. Shenhe is the cryo Goru, but I think she does her job very well. I also just don't like Goru. Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. I also just don't like Goru. I think he's just I just think Goru's That's why he's in C. You happy? Is that what you wanted to hear? Fine, let's compromise. B tier for both of them. Goru needs full Geo. He buffs with more Geo on team. Shenhe just buffs cryo damage. Is a totally different case. Oh, then fine. I also agree with that then. Bam, this is it. That's it right there. Goru, B. You can't be mad at me. B's pretty good. A for Shenhe, because Lana is correct about that. All right, Sucrose either goes into S tier or A tier for me. I'm leaning more toward S tier, especially if you have Thrilling Tales on her. She's not a high investment character in my opinion, and she does very well at what she does. I'm gonna put her in S tier. Like low S, high A, but she's more S tier for me. Child, he can hit very hard, right? But he's a very weird character to play. He also has too many reruns, and I don't think that's fair to other characters. But I like the story quest a lot. B tier? I would definitely not, I don't want to put him in A. I think a Yato is so much better. First and foremost, Child never crits. He doesn't want to crit for you. He doesn't care for you. The man's from Shesnaya. A Yato is so much better, I think, for constant DPS, I think. You know what? The best way I can put it, he's overrated. Yeah, I'm putting him in B. All right, Toma. I like the Pyro shield. He's very good alongside Hu Tao, and then double Pyro, your attack goes up, right? On the team. I think he's a low investment character as well. He's not too hard to build and he can do very well. I think he's like a B character. Traveler, D tier. Not Lumine specifically, not the male version. I don't remember what his name is. Not just Traveler, D tier for me. How many of you, honestly, right now, and if you lie to me, well, you're dead to me at that point. How many of you main Traveler? How many of you use Traveler on your main team? Go. None of you. And if you say yes, you're a liar. I use Lumine a lot. Not main, but used frequently enough. Okay, so my plan backfired a little bit. All right, whatever. I'm putting them in D. You know why I put them in D? Yes, they have many, they can use many different elements, right? But didn't you guys tell me that if you wanted to switch your elements, you'd have to restart building them completely? Like is it your constellations that don't move over? You get to restart your constellations? Oh, it's the talents. Okay. My thing is this. You're a liar if you tell me that you'd rather use Traveler over a 5-star that you just got. If you got Kazuha and you were like, yeah, I'd rather use my my Anemo Traveler, you're a liar. Some of us have attachment issues, Dora, with the Traveler. I'm not saying that the Traveler as a character is bad. I love Lumine. I love Ether. They're amazing characters, personality-wise in the story. As a character, I'm putting him in D tier. That's the end of that. All right, Venti. Venti goes into A tier for me. Venti's ultimate is amazing. God, it's one of like the best in my opinion. It's just like sucking everybody in. If you have a team comp ready for that, it's broken. So I'd say a high A, low S, but he's not on the same level as Kazuha in my opinion. Also, I don't really like Venti as a character. So it's a high A, low S. So don't get mad. It's a high A, low S. Xiangling, S tier. Not even like a low S high A situation. I think maybe just an S. Her ult Pyro Nado, brokenly good. Like brokenly good. That doesn't even make sense. Broken. It's so good. Guoba, Pyro Archon. Man, Guoba, Crown Guoba. He's amazing. I would say she's not even a high investment character. She's kind of a low investment. S tier. Xiao is next. This is gonna be hard for me to say. I want to put him in S tier, but I want to put him in high A, low S, is because his best team is pretty much all 5-star characters. And he's a high investment character in my opinion. You gotta put a lot into this boy. Not just him, but his team. Like you need to invest highly. I had to build Jean in order to really use Xiao well. So high A, low S, you know? 2,000 years, bad karma for you for putting him in A, my dude. I hit 50K per plunge with my Xiao. Again, he's like a high A, low S. And Xiao is, yeah, exactly. Xiao is not F2P friendly at all, in my opinion. High A, low S. I'm not hating on, and by the way, do not take that out of context. I'm not hating on Xiao. I love Xiao. I've been building my Xiao and I'm loving him, but he's high investment. Not F2P friendly at all. And maybe not everyone would like his playstyle. I think his playstyle is very fun though. Xingqiu is next. I'm gonna piss people off with this one. S tier, baby. S tier. S tier. Xingqiu's S tier. Xingqiu is an insane Hydro applicator support character. Not a high investment at all. Mine is shittily. That's not even a word, but I'm making it a word. Shittily built. And he is still cracked. So we all agree. S tier. Xinyan. What do y'all think about that? What do y'all think about Xinyan and D tier? Again, if you like Xinyan, I respect that. I don't care for Xinyan. Hoyoverse did Xinyan wrong, dude. They should have gave her a story quest so that we can actually learn about her, appreciate her more. No, they just like put her in the game and people probably won't care about her. I don't know. She was just born to fail, you know? I think the way they promoted her, not really, and put her in the game and stuff was just like, oh, we don't care about this character. You shouldn't either. And she can be very good, especially at C4. But I think Toma is a better character than her. Yaimiko. Yaimiko is B tier in my opinion. And the reason why is because I think she's a high investment character. She requires a battery to just function properly, you know. She has one of the coolest looking ultimate animations. But I'd argue and say that Beto might be a better Electro DPS. I don't know. Maybe more of a high B, low A. So like a middle ground, like right there, you know? Yeah, B tier. She was super underwhelming. And that's another thing. A lot of people were like very underwhelmed with her. High B, low A, more B though. Way more B. Yanfei. A. She hits so freaking hard. F2P friendly in my opinion. She's not hard to use. It comes with, she uses a lot of stamina, which does suck. So you have to be very conscious of the stamina usage. 4-piece Crimson is very good for her, but you can also run Wanderer's Troop on her, which is very good because she's really good with charge shots. I'd maybe want to even say like a lower A, higher B. She is a Catalyst user, which is not for everyone. I think Yanfei is an A tier DPS. I am not breaking on this one. Good luck breaking me on this one. Let's see what you guys think about this one. Yoimiya is S tier. Fight me. Go for it. Oh, wow. I'm actually getting good responses. Everyone's like, oh, I actually agree with that. I didn't expect that one. I just recently built Yoimiya a month ago, and I never realized how cracked she is, especially with a Xingqiu. She's just like, her animations are great. I think she's cool. Her character's awesome. She looks great. You infuse your auto attacks with pyro and then you just hit and then you just see the numbers, dude. It's insane. And she's so fun to play. S tier. All right. Yunjin and Zhongli are next. This is going to be easy. Yunjin, A tier. Her buff with Ayato is crazy. Her buff with Yoimiya is also crazy. As her role as a support, I think that's kind of insane to do. That's very good. I love her character so much. Her role is too niche. She needs to be on a team with different elements. Only some DPSs can utilize it. Okay. Love the lore. She's an opera singer, amazing voice, right? Her attack buff and speed buff is just crazy. No, A. Zhongli is our last character. We all know. I mean, that's pretty much easy, right? He's an S tier character. He's very low investment, in my opinion. If you just want to build him for shields, low investment. Best shielder in the game. I think his pillar defense shreds as well. Yeah, that's an easy S tier. I mean, what'd you guys expect on that one? Where do we put Yolan? I'm gonna put her in, I honestly want to put her in, I guess A. The reason why I'm gonna put Yolan in A, when mine wasn't even leveled up, like level 1 talents, level 30 or 40, she already hit like 20-30k with her skill, which is actually insane. And then pair her with like Xingqiu, it's like double hydro madness. It's insane. I like her ultimate ability. She's fast. She's very fun to play, but I don't think she is like an S tier. I need to get Yolan character. You know, I need this character in my life. I don't think so. She's a 5-star Xingqiu who is hard to get, or harder to get. Yeah, I don't know. A tier, A plus. I put Yolan in A plus. So that's the tier list. There you go. That is the tier list. That is the definitive / not definitive / my own opinion / you should take this as your definitive list / but not really, a lot of slashes, Genshin Impact 2.7 tier list. Let me know what you guys think. I think we did pretty good.